Yeah. Listen, I don't want to say shit to get myself in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people, sometimes a lot of people take shit personally, you know what I'm saying? Aye. That's the wife, come over, come with the side chick, them too, eh? No,
Yeah, man, big them up to man. My wife material trainer.
yeah. Up top, up, yo, people. We got a man himself in the building right now. The man, Dugsy Rex.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, Rocco. You don't know, Dogs ranks in the building, live and direct, Pepper
Up
Seed King.
top, Magenta, up top. Yo, Dugsy Rex, nice to see you, man. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, man, it's a more life, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man. You know me, I say, and for know, say the people them still out there listening to Dogs Ranks music. That's life itself, you know. So I want to send a special big up to everybody who supported my music, who know me, who don't know me, but still supported me from them time till now. Big up all of the supporters, them, every DJ, every radio man, every
Rex,
ladies,
who can't really know Dugsy Rex, man? That song was a big controversial song back in the days, man.
Yeah, well, you say life is controversy, you know, so we always make music as real as it can be, you know, with a little fun, you know, so it's life itself.
Certainly.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this interview right now. Who is Dugsy Rex? Where were you born?
Well, I was born in Kingston, you know. I was born in Kingston, but I left Kingston from early. My mom and my dad took us to Portmore. Right. That was in the late 70s, 1976, coming up when we left Kingston. So we were young at age. I was about six and a half that time. My bigger brother and my smaller brother, we all came to Portmore in a place called Waterford. That's where we reside and settle, from them times. So that city, we saw that city help build it, as some pioneers. So Portmore, my place, Portmore, my town. But I was born in Kingston, but I left to Portmore from early. So big up town, big up Portmore.
Nice, same way. All right. So what kind of kid was Dugsy Rex? What kind of kid were you growing up in Jamaica?
Well, I was always humble, well-mannered, because respect was something that we all grew on. In our time, it was a village that raised a kid. So we had to have respect for everybody on the street, especially the elders. Good morning, good night, whatever the day is, excuse me, please, thank you. Those were fundamental things that we grew on, and that even carved us out to be a better person even now as adults, to grow our kids them coming up, So soccer was one of my main things before even the music. Soccer, because we always use sports and them things.
Whereby, if you meet an adult, it's good morning, good evening, or whatever it is. But yes, someone Dugsy Rex, I mean, look at the generation currently right now. Why things have changed? Why things are not the same as it used to be?
Because it's children having children, and children having children don't know how to grow children. Imagine nowadays a grandparent is 30. 32. Come on, man. They don't know how to raise a kid. So that's it. Children having children. So when it's a village to raise a kid, your kid would be my kid. You understand? And my kid would be your kid. So there will be total manners, respect, good behavior on the road. But now, people don't unite anymore. So if me to correct your kid on the street, your kid gonna complain to you. It's gonna cost banger on a road. So manners and respect was so important.
True.
That embedded in our growing up. So when they remove manners and respect for all people, it changed the whole entire diagram of living. Because respect.
One of the things I always said, Dugsy, it's quite unfortunate right now. I mean, you remember as a kid, what I'm saying? I remember as a kid growing up and stuff like that. Important people in the community. Who are the important people in the community? The pastor, the postman, the policeman.
Yes.
Those kind of people. It's like,
the nurses,
even you as a kid,
what
I'm saying? You do something wrong, or somebody down the street say, I'm going to call the police on you. Well, you get frightened. You don't want the police. You know what I'm saying?
Sir. And if I did something that was out of character, my mother or my dad friend on the road, they could scold my ass. And
They
when I
scold
go
your
home, I
ass.
will get
Yeah.
another scolding.
Yeah. You know what?
You know?
Tell your mama, go and tell your dad. You get another ass whooping as well too.
Yes, I. So where manners and respect is concerned, that was a big asset. That was a priority, you know, and that used to mold us as youngsters in that time.
Right. So definitely over the years, they say in life, you know, I mean, we talk about the changes and different stuff like that, but definitely the current generation that we have right now, I mean, especially this computer generation that we have, I mean, things are just so totally different. You know what I'm saying? Because those kids back in the days, you know what I'm saying, like yourself or like myself as well too. I mean, you know what I'm saying, I'm a kid from the 80s into the 90s and stuff like that. All right. We talk about contentment and stuff like that. All right. Because you know what I'm saying, let's be real, man. You know, a lot of us, especially in the Caribbean back in the days and stuff like that, some of us were fortunate rather, and some of us were not fortunate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you find kids back in those days, I mean, whatever it is your parents will give to you and stuff like that, you know, you're content with it, you deal with it, you know what I'm saying? But somewhat with the generation today, you know what I mean? It's just totally different. Is it a situation I mean, for us as parents or the parents before, our parents literally did not really do, for us as parents, we are not doing a good job with our children today? Or is it a situation, you know, we allow our children to be caught up in this internet world and they've been carried away?
Our kids are being controlled by system. We know the internet is a system.
Yes.
You know me, I said, and with a computer in front of our kid, they're mostly mind generated by that system. You know me, I said, in our time, we never have telephone, bro. So whatever information, we had to go to the library, and it was censored. You know, it was educational stuff. Now you have a device in your hand with hell on it. You know,
wow.
When you have a device with hell on it, the devil reign.
True. Real talk, man.
It's simple maths. It's simple maths, bro. It looks like it's complicated stuff, but it is simple maths, because I still grow my kid how I was taught when I am growing up. You know me, I say? Because we weren't forced to be a man. We grew into being a man. It's different. You know, so you can only do as much as you can and grow your kid with faith. You know, hoping that they will understand the difference between reality and illusion, right and wrong. And
that is so true, Dugsy.
And dad and mom. Yeah. You know,
before we get to the music, because you know, one of the things as well, I'm sure you know, as a little kid and stuff like that, you know, you're in the neighborhood, you play football, you play cricket, you play all these different games and stuff like that. But them kids right now don't really even play physical sports. You know what I'm saying? Everything is like on a console.
Yeah, man, everything. And most of the games them now, they are tainted. They are tainted. Them have subliminal messages in them. And kids are very smart. Kids are very smart, and they pick up on that. So the more you can confuse the kid, the more you can confuse the kid. When a kid is confused, it is easily persuaded. The system can take him away or her away easy and implant what they want to implant in their brain, because first thing they do is get them confused. They get them confused. That's it. They're gone.
I don't know if you ever heard about the Ouija board thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a game, yeah? And the Ouija board thing, I mean, think about this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, this thing creates a lot of magic, like witches and this kind of crazy stuff. But yet still, you know what I'm saying, parents going to buy that shit for their kids.
Yeah, because as I said, it might sound simple, but it's very powerful. When children having children can't hear it, the kids them crying for love, we don't hear it.
True.
I wrote those things in songs as well, brother. You know what I mean? Because that is one of the most powerful things that's happening. You know?
Yeah.
When the kids are confused, bro, it's very hard. And then parents have so much, you know me, I say parents have such a hectic time now. You know, you have to get up, go to work. You know, one time it was the dad going to work, mom stay home and raise a child, our
I don't
children.
know. Tables are
That's
turned right now, man.
that's different right now, bro. Everybody have to go to work. So nobody have no time. No time to put in
Absolutely.
that effort. You know, so over the years and over the decades, they break down all they want to break down. So they left us with the generation X. X is the unknown, bro. So
That is
it's
so true.
unknown. It's
That is so
unknown the
true. You see,
direction.
all right, let's
Of
get back right now to the music and stuff like that.
yes,
So
brother.
Duxy Ranks, at what age you actually really realize, you know, music is something that was embedded within you?
All right. Well, to be honest, while growing up as a little youth, me and my friends, we always beating rhythms. You know, beating rhythm. We're singing people's songs at a small, tender age. You know, we try to copy people's songs. The songs them that we love, we used to copy them. So we used to sing them, even on a weekend when we get our little time off school and off holidays and all of them things. That's the time we group up. We group up in our community and we will make that joyful noise. You know, so that's like 10, 11, you know, coming up, coming up, coming up. But when we reach like 15, 14, 15, it was a different energy. You know, we had club. So, you know, we would do our little skit, our little
Wow.
performance. You know what I say?
Wow.
And from being in the club, growing up, you learn to organize yourself. We start doing
Right.
penny concert, you know. $2 take him off of the stage, $2 put him on back. You know, that's where money pull up came from, you know. Just from
Oh,
that
wow.
time. Yeah, penny concert we
Wow.
call it. You know, we artists
Wow.
come on
That's
stage
amazing.
and you know, so we call on stage King Rocco. And King Rocco would run on and he bust the place and then we will say $10 take him down. And then the crowd will say $20 put him back. You know what I say?
Oh,
And then all that
wow.
money,
Yeah,
all
that's
that money,
creative, man.
yeah. All that money, the proceed will go towards the club or to buy gears for the girls or for the boys for whatever sports it may be. That's how we will do it. We will do buckle drive, we will do tag drive, you know, we'll do all of them things. So growing up, my mom never really see me doing this, you know, because I was going to a school called Kingston College, prime top school in Jamaica. You know, after doing my
Right.
examination and go to high school, I went to the prominent high school. So, you know, the system had people mind like, yo, if you're gonna do that, you
Yeah,
know, it's not
as long you
profitable.
go to a particular school,
You need a
you should
job with
speak
that
a particular
necktie
way.
and all of those. So
Mhm.
on the street, I have a good reputation on the street as a little soccer player, this little
Mhm.
DJ, and very
Mhm.
mannered youth. So I went to the streets, told the streets that, oh, listen, I can't come out and do no show. My mom gonna whip my ass. You know what I'm saying? So the bigger people on the street that knew my mom,
Right, right.
they took me back to my mom and let her know, say, yo, him, good youth, not gonna let you down. You know what I say? And the bigger people on the street would anytime the stage show come up, they will come to my mom and say, Mom, we're going to take him to the stage show. We'll bring him back. He's in fine hands. And after 2, 3 times, you know, mom just say, you know, because she on the street and people will tell her, yo, your little son, yo, he's a bad DJ. So she started understand. So the more she
Right.
understands, the more space.
The more you gravitate into it.
Yes, and it just kept going on and on and on. You know, while in high school, I was the person, if no class was there, I will be the artist and my friends would beat the desk. Do, 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 do. Yeah, stage show immediately. You know, so
Wow. So,
it went on and on from nothing to something.
so where was your dad and what do you have to say with all of this?
Yeah, my dad is a man don't speak a lot of words, you know, but he spoke powerful words. And he always said, put your mind to something good and do it from your heart. You know me, I say, and I know in myself, my music, regardless of what anybody was saying, that's what kept my soul happy. That's what kept me out of trouble. That's what built me on the streets. You know, till all of us growing up, people used to call after a time, people call my mother Dugsy mother. They call my brother Dugsy brother. You know, they called my father Dugsy father. So
They all get a title.
yes, yes, that's how the brand built. You know, and then from one
Wow.
community, you know, we had regular stage shows in our community because of the clubs. And it started spreading. People used to hear about us. You know, it was a group of us. It wasn't even me alone. You had like Beaker Bailey, Ghost and Culture, Junior Blacks, Wickaban and Barkey. Back in the days before everybody was so big, you know, Maca Diamond, that time she was Lady Mackerel, you know, Professor Nuts. He was a general. He was a top general at that time, but nobody was
big artist, man.
you know, everybody was coming up in that line, bigger, smaller, you know, so there was encouragement, you know, and people used to see us on the road during the day and during the week and say, yo, I love how you guys deal with it weekend, you know. Weekend again, and already, you know, and it just keep going on and going on. And we never give up because we love what we were doing. Music and football, football and music, music and football.
Dugsy, all right. So apart from music, what else Dugsy Ranks had in mind that he wanted to be? I mean, at 5 years old, 6 year old, did you thought to yourself you want to be a policeman, a firefighter, or a pilot or something?
Yeah, oh, I like the doctor thing when I was small. I was inspired. I said, yo, you know, to be a doctor would be nice because true, in my heart, I love people. I said, boy, to cure people and keep them safe, you know, and keep them healthy, that would be a nice job. So, you know, that was the first profession I thought about as a kid, you know, growing up. Even I used to write essays about being a doctor, you know, curing people and all them things. Yeah, but I never know that it would come through the music because doctor is in the music. Music is one of the most powerful antidote.
It's one of the greatest therapy.
Yeah, so eventually I became a doctor, a musical doctor. You see me?
Wow, truly amazing, truly amazing. All right. All right, Dugsy, so let's go back. You are one of these foundational artists back from the early 80s into the 1990s, and you're still doing your thing right now.
Yes,
I wanted to think, to be honest with you, we all have seen, should I say, the rise and fall of the thing that we love very much the most, which is dancehall music. What really went wrong? Why the content of the music currently that coming out of Jamaica, and not only in Jamaica alone, people that literally want to push dancehall music, even the people from other countries that want to be Jamaican, that want to push the Jamaican culture. I mean, somewhat the level on the content, it is somewhat, some of the music it finds so derogatory. What's the reason for this?
Society. We sing what we see, what we learn, and what's happening. You know, we are not the ones who set the trends. They're just trying to blame us. Government, people, they set the trend. We sing what we see going on. So all of these stuff that's going on now is because the world itself is getting to be an evil place. You know what I say? And then as I'm saying, Generation X, they're gonna sing what they see. They see stuff on the internet. They see all these things on the internet. We never have no internet. So we had to sing about the goodness that we saw going on. People coming to dance hall, man and woman dancing together. All of these things. And it's the times, it's not us. And now music is more demonized than then. Because even the people who are pushing the music, they are pushing an agenda through the music. That is why they support these people singing these stuff. Most of the people is not singing these bullshit, bro.
True. No, I mean, you're right, dog. You're right.
Yes, I know I'm right. I'm not guessing. I know I'm right. Most of, listen, there's a lot of good, great artists in Jamaica and people don't even look at them, bro. So why, if you plan to push the most derogative part of the music, it's not the music of an agenda, it's you of an agenda. Because you see people gravitating towards, and you can be influenced through the music. So you make sure that part of the music is up, so you can be the one to lead the people. So if the system supports me because the people are following me, That's what they do. That's
Yes.
what the plan. It's a plan thing, bro. You know me, I say
All right,
it's a plan
let me
thing.
tell you something, Dugsy. I'm not going to mention the artist name, but there's a particular female artist out of Jamaica, basically setting the trend in the United States and stuff right now. I mean, I remember when this artist came out back like a couple years ago, 2016, 2017, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got Apple pushing her music. You got all of these big platforms, Spotify, all of these big companies pushing her music and stuff like that. But somewhat within a year or two or so, I mean, she's not so hot as she used to be and stuff like that. And, you know, there's a particular video thing she had on the internet and stuff like that. And she asked for that video to be removed because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're raising family now and shit like that. You don't want your family to see, I mean, some of the stuff that you say you have done or any sort of graphic and whatnot. But, you know, when she came out and she decided, you know what, I want to make a change in the music and stuff like that, she's not so big as she used to be again.
Well, as I say, people have ulterior motive. They just use the music because the music is so influential. They use politics, they use music. The intellectual ones use politics, and the intellectual ones drive the politics through the music to influence. You notice they don't make no speech without music in the background because they know that music is something that open your third eye to accept the messages. True. So when they open up your third eye, they have the message that they want to convey to you.
True.
For you, because so it's a planned thing. You know what I mean? I says that's why you see so much of these young artists. It's not because they know better, but the offer that is given to them, they're not gonna do better. They're gonna be influenced by the money and the support
of the trend of what's going on right now.
Because remember, you know, as I tell you, you know, remember this, you know, remember this. Most reggae dancehall is not dead. It is bigger now than ever.
Definitely, definitely.
Because every nation is doing it. But what they want to do is push out the originators and control it globally. So they can do what they want to do with it. They can make who do it, who they want to do. Our music is inspiration. It's the weapon of choice we use to come out of the slum, out of the ghetto, to create a better environment for people. Absolutely. Even shows in Jamaica, we don't have so much shows in Jamaica anymore. We used to have big stage show. Listen, let me explain something to you. Before I bust on record, we bust doing stage, just stage only. We did every major stage show in Jamaica before I got a hit record. That's to show you how compact the stage was in Jamaica. Now the government shut down every stage show. How you gonna bust? Now you can't bust again. So you can just unpick who you want to go out there now. Because most of these music coming out now, they are not fit for airplay. So why the ear want to edit it?
You're so right, my brother. True.
Why they want to edit it and the kids gonna know what is what's same way? Because if you edit one word, we still already know what's going on. So it makes no sense. So when you look at it, it is a planned agenda. And then now, when anything goes wrong, oh, it's the artist do it. Nobody blame the movies, you know, because rich people does movies.
Why? Tell me about it, man. You know that is so true.
But everybody, the artists cause it because they're singing song about gunshots. Come on, you make much shows about gunshots.
But look at this right now. Seeing you talk about the movies, man. Let's look at them Western movies. Them real traditional Western movies.
Okay.
I mean, it's like
Marty Robbins is one of the most decorated artists on the planet. He sings nothing but gun songs. Big Iron on Easy.
True.
Sundays, them song used to play on a Sunday, bro.
You know, those songs from Marty Robbins and stuff like those songs was like almost like a gospel to people.
Yes, because they play on Sunday, and Marty Robbins shoot people in his songs, and people shoot him in his songs too.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Listen, this is what we talk about positive reasoning, man. Because you know what, I've seen a lot of some of the videos back in the 50s with Marty Robbins and stuff like that. But you know, until you actually mention this right now, this is food for thought, man. I never thought of it.
Yeah, man. Everything is an agenda, bro. Everything is an agenda.
Yeah.
Everything is an agenda.
Because you know, we look at the Clint Eastwood movies and those kind of stuff. I mean, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. All those movies promoting a lot of violence. And you know what?
Yeah.
We sit down and watch those movies. Back in the days, before a lot of us had VCR and DVDs and Blu-ray and the Netflix and whatnot, we used to go to what we call the cinema, right? I'm sure you remember that.
Yes.
We used to go to the cinema and watch those Western movies. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
Yes. Yeah, man.
Wow.
So as we say, everything is a planned agenda. Remember, you know, people don't plan stuff. People don't plan stuff like day by day, you know. To control a generation, you have to do it over the decades. You know, so if they get rid of Luciana, if they stop playing the Dennis Brown on the radio, if the only place you can go is on the internet to get a selection of Bob Marley, Jacob Miller, and all of them things coming up, because it's all edited music on the radio. It's all edited. Why you have to edit? You know, back in the days, we know Yellow Man, but there's no slack song for Yellow Man that play on the radio. You have to be over 18 and going to dance.
Friend King Yellow Man, so true.
But now they play the skeng. They play the rare skeng. They play the rare cartel. Cartel does so much good songs. They play the rare stuff.
And they play the worst, yeah.
You know what I say? So everything is a design plan.
That is so true.
And then when they get the chaos and everything goes wrong, they say, oh, it's the artist's fault because they have influence over the kids. No, we don't have influence over the kids. We entertain the people. You pick what you want to show kids. You know what I say?
No, I mean, look, looking at the music industry and stuff like that, we all got to admit it's not the most prettiest and the most glamorous thing that possibly it may seem to the eye of people watching the artists on television and different stuff like that. Because one of the things, I deal with a lot of artists from reggae to dancehall. I mean, hip hop, I deal with a lot of artists and stuff like that. And one of the things that you always hear, it always comes down to some producers. It's like, again, as you rightly said a while ago, it's a system thing, right? If you don't really sing what the masses want, you're not gonna bust.
Well, that is a thing that, as I say, a hidden. That's a driven agenda. Because if when we go in the studio to make music, we are there. Sometimes we're not even thinking about what's going on the street. We just do it because it's so live, it's so into you. You know, the beat talks to you, but now, as I say, it's a driven agenda. You know, most of these producers, they are not even producers, bro. They are businessmen.
True.
Washing their monies. They're washing their money in entertainment world. And we all know that's going on. You see, people don't want to talk the truth, you know, but you see, he's a truthful youth, and I really don't care. So I just start the truth. You know what I mean? I said most of these producers are not producers. All right, listen to this. I'm going to tell you something. Back in the days of coming up, our time, even after our time, coming up to the 2000s, you will have one rhythm, like how you have the Pepper Seed rhythm, and you will have 8, 9, 10 songs on it, powerful songs coming up, and that would strike power in the dancehall. You don't have that now. People don't know. The mass don't know why that is not no more, because these people who say they are producers, they are not producers. You know what I say? And I'm going to use an example. Skeng is on a rhythm. He alone is on the rhythm.
Yes.
Because I don't have a different boss. And if I don't have a boss and Skeng boss don't talk, you won't find them on a rhythm. You won't find them going at each other. And that cut the powers of our dancer. People would love to hear Skeng on the rhythm, Governor on the rhythm, you know, Joshy on the rhythm, all them youths coming up like our time, one rhythm with everybody. You know me, I say, if I am a producer, you are a producer, I will call you and say, yo, listen, Rocco, I hear that big bad rhythm you have. I'm bringing my artist up here to voice. We don't have to be friends, but it's for the sake of the music. That's not going on.
True. And you are so right about that, Dugsy. Is it a situation basically to divide and conquer? Separate?
Yes,
separate one set of people, have them against each other?
It's a driven agenda. When you listen, if I want to play God, I create chaos. And then I come and solve it. Everybody gonna praise me as God. It's no rocket science, brother. You know what I mean? I said, people like us cannot be fooled. You know what I mean?
Let's look at the politics here right now. Imagine Gully Gaza together. Imagine.
Jeez,
East
people
Coast,
were
West
so
Coast,
looking out
big
for
and
that.
fat,
People
all
were so looking
together.
out. All right,
Imagine
did you know?
the
Did you
great
know? Did
Peter
you know
Tosh,
that?
Bob
Did you
Marley
know
all
that?
together.
Did you know that they turned Gully and Gaza into politics? Because you have two parties in Jamaica. You have PMP and you have JLP. And then the PMP, they took Gaza. And the JLP, they took Gully. And trust me, it caused chaos among the people. It divided the people. It helped to keep them apart. Because if Cartel and as a matter of fact, when Cartel and Gully God was linking as youth, everybody was together. The moment they got big and everybody split apart, it split the people in two. So people was like, oh, we over here saying Gully, we are labor right, and we over here saying Gaza, we PMP. So it's politically driven. It's politically driven, bro. And not people afraid to say, but it's true. But
so basically, this artist innocently was engulfed, innocently in this whole political thing, as scapegoats. And wow, basically,
they use us. Yeah, they use us to monopolize the system, what they want to do, and then they use us as a scapegoat. You know what I mean? Yeah, they use us.
but look what I'm going right now. I mean, these same people who supposed to take Gully on their side, these same people after Gully. Because, today I was looking at something today. And I was telling a friend of mine today, and I said, you know what? It's quite unfortunate, to be honest with you. It's like the system just want to destroy the old legacy of everybody. All right. I mean, this situation happened in the public, so I believe I have the authority to speak on it. It's not anything that happened in private. Cartel lockdown. Them are going for him son them right now. All right. Gully son lockdown. Them after the Gully God right now. Yeah. Ninja son lockdown. Yeah. Them grab people as well too. Yeah. What is really going on? Is it a system basically trying to tear these great men apart?
Okay. Yeah, it's all a system. It's all a system. It's all a system. It's all a system, brother. It's all a system. Wow. It's the government. It's all a system. It's all a system. Wow. Even now in Jamaica, most of the few state shows them that's going on in Jamaica, they are the government members keeping them. And they hand pick who they want to perform. Everything is still an agenda. And there's so much ways to explain and see that it is an agenda because it's media, it's control. If the now generation coming up going to listen to the now people who coming up, where you're going to target the now people, what you want to reach the mass. You know what I mean? I say, why you think people going to DJ about Mali? Where they know Mali from? Everybody DJing about Mali and choppings and chop the line, and where they know that from? Because of what's going on in society. What's going on in society? You know what I mean? I say, then if society create that and I sing about it, that is reality, Because
that is so true.
People get twisted with roots, reality, and culture. Roots is where you're coming from. Culture is the type of life that living, and reality is what's going on. So when you see these young cats DJing about all them things, it's what's going on. It's reality. It's not slackness.
So basically, our people fall from the roots.
They fall from the roots. And when you expose the reality, they say they curse. They say, boy, whatever, and they get irritable. But it's the reality, it's what's going on, bro. In my time, we couldn't DJ about Chop the Line and Mali and them things. We could sing about weed because we smoke weed. Certain things we never see. We never see two men together. We never see two women together. We never see nobody take coke. All them things was in the closet. It was hidden. So we never have time to see those things to sing about them. We sing about ladies. We sing about going to the dance. We sing about, you know what I mean? I say even shots was fired in the air at dances. You go to the dance and they will salute the dance, salute the music, blah, 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 blah. And everybody would go home safe, same way.
Yeah.
So
interesting you said that. Somebody was speaking a couple of days ago. Actually was saying the same thing. I can't remember his Money General I was speaking to. But anyway, one of the things the conversation came up. We talk about the whole licking shot in the dance hall and them kind of something there. I mean, down to the police used to do it many years ago.
Yeah,
You
man,
know?
police and bad man in a dance, everybody has salute the music, bro. And it was fun. Nobody got hurt, bro. You know what I mean? I say? Yeah, all right. Even now, most of the dances are not dances, they are meeting places. Because when you go, there's less people dancing and more people talking. If the selector will play a music and bring the key down, you would hear in the dance like a beat. It's just a few hand people dancing. You know what I mean? I say? You'll find Color and his little crew right there. And then you will find, you know, Ding Dong and his little crew right there. One time in a dance, you're mad, man and woman are rub. Everybody a rub. Man find a girl and rub. Girl and a man, she wait till a man free, then she can get for rub. No, it's different. You don't go to the dance. You see people whining on the one another from the back. No,
as I said for the man in the back pocket now moving now do nothing.
So, they take their little time and chip away all the niceness and the goodness that it was for. It was for recreational reason. Now it is politics reason. Now it is nation-driven reason. So it's a different agenda. And as I say, artist is the biggest scapegoat, the easiest scapegoat to say, yo, those are the one who caused it. No, we are not the one who caused it. It's the person.
You see, the artist has the voice, and the artist, music is a very influential thing, and it's a very powerful thing. And I always say, you see, what
music is one of the most.
It will influence you to do so much stuff, whether positive or whatever negative. So the artists are the easy ones, then basically to take the trash in from society.
You will never hear the damn a film producer for leading people astray, and those things are graphic, bro. And they honor them. The wickedest people on earth, they get Nobel Peace Prize. You ever check that?
Oh yeah, you're right, man. That's so true.
Yeah, man. For real, man.
That is so. Again, it's a division. It's a division in the system. Definitely,
yes, it's a division in the system.
So let's take it back a little. For the listeners who are listening, we got a lot of listening right now. New York, good evening, up East Side, New York. And Brooklyn, Flatbush, everywhere, Bronx. We got the UK, Toronto, Trinidad, Guyana, St. Lucia, Jamaica, AT, Panama City. Yeah, so UK, yeah, Africa, Accra, Ghana, South Africa. Good morning to you. All right, we got quite a number of lists. So for persons who don't know what is dancehall music, let's what is dancehall music and reggae music? Differentiate the two.
All right. Dancehall music is what plays in a dancehall. Because every genre of music plays in the dancehall. The dancehall is where we go to congregate. The dancehall is like an operating theater. You go there for your medicine. The music is the medicine. So when you go to the dancehall, you will listen to all kind of music. You know, you will get your medicine. You will blow your steam off, and you will be ready for work for the next month, for the next week or so.
Basically, excitement. The place for excitement.
Yeah. Yes. The music in the dancehall is what they control and change. You know what I mean? I say, when notice you go to the dance, you don't hear certain songs again. Music, let me tell us, word, sound, and power make music. Music is organized noise. It's one of the most powerful antidote from the earth for the human brain psychology.
Positive.
Yeah. You know?
Positive.
So when they control the music, remember, you know, food and music, two biggest on the earth. Music, food come first, then music. Everybody need food. Every living being need food. Every living being need music. We don't need nothing else. Everybody don't need guns. Everybody don't need medicine, because not everybody's sick. Everybody don't need cars. Everybody don't need whatever they say. But listen, everybody need food
and music.
And music. I mean, the music no sound your heartbeat, bro. Your heartbeat. If your sound is not inside of you, you're a dead person.
Tell you this, a baby born. The first thing to sing for the baby to fall asleep, right?
The first thing when the baby born, then cry.
Yes, they make that sound. Yes. They sing happy birthday for the first birthday. You know what? You sing at the wedding. All right, your graduation.
They know what they're doing, you know, brother. They trust me. They know what they're doing, you know.
You know what as well, to Dugsy? When you're ready to go, when that bell ring, are you ready to go to the great beyond? They sing Amazing Grace for you. So music is powerful.
Very powerful, brother. Very, very powerful. Very
Yeah,
powerful.
man. So let's go back, Dugsy Ranks. You know, veteran artists like yourself, what are the changes do you guys think that you think rather for you, Dugsy Rank, as an individual, you can able to make within the music industry in terms of, do you meet with the younger artists, offering them advices and stuff like that? What is it that you tell these younger artists, and what is their response to you?
First thing I always tell an artist to get his art right. Perfect his art. Every day, practice every day. Practice delivery, you know me I say, and practice how to deliver your content. You know, because content is what you deliver. So if you have a lot of content and you can't deliver it, not going to be musical. So get your music up first. The content is always there. It's all around us. Everything you see is content. You know? So practice. Get your delivery up. When you can deliver properly, the content will eventually form in, because that is the music. You know me I say? So it's no rocket science, brother. If you remove, remember, you know, we grew up doing stage shows, 2 stage shows, 3 stage shows on a weekend, stage show during the week. The government cut that all out, you know, to get a permit, to keep just a little show in the community. It's problems. So when you cut all that out, or you expect the nursery to perform, the nursery cannot show, but that's why you don't see so much artists busing again. One time in my time, you have a crew of artists bus. You have Ghost and Culture, Dugsy Ranks, Beaky Bailey, We Come and Barky. You have Shocking Vibes crew, Main Street crew, Penthouse crew.
Yeah, man.
Now you have one artist bus, Skeng bus, you know, nobody else. 40 man a walk behind him. Back in the days, it was 30 artists and 10 DJs. It's different now. You understand, my brother?
So I mean, definitely right now it's more.
They
I
know
mean,
what
you
they're
don't want to
doing.
bad vibes or artists or anything as such, but
yes, brother, there's not so much.
Sometimes I listen to some artists right just bust, you know, and I'm going to like, yo, I'm rich. You know what I mean?
Even in music overseas, you don't have groups. It's just individual artists. You have Nicki Minaj doing her thing. You have Ray Ray doing her thing. One time you have groups, One for All. First you have Manhattans, Shy Lights, whatever, groups of people, plus they have their band. Now our artists not even have a band. You see how much thing cut out of the music, how much people notice that. Our artists just have a DJ. Normally the DJ would play and then the band would come back the artist. And the band would consist of 7, 8, 9 people. Now you cut 9 people out of the business.
Wow.
You don't have no harmony singers again.
What is the vibe of a live band versus a digital beat, voice in a record?
A live band is always live. A digital beat is rigid. Live band is articulated, human to human. Machine to human can only be this perfect, cannot be 100% perfect, bro. And you can manipulate. Remember, you know, when the band is out there mix, you can say, bass it. Give me some bass. You can't do that with a DJ. You can say, break it down, drum and bass, and you talk to your people them during the performance. And you can't do that with a song. You have to be very
powerful one-on-one interaction.
Very powerful. Yeah, because people to people, bro. Remember, we are all instruments, you know? We are all instruments. The artist is an instrument. You know what I mean? So that's really what's going on.
Let's get back to the music as well too. I mean, over the years, do you think the evolve of the internet has literally put foundational artists on the back foot? Because the reason why I'm saying this right now, you got anybody right now can just hum on a record and upload it to YouTube, and within a space or a day or two, what did they pay for the views or whatnot? All of a sudden, them gone viral. All of a sudden, they're gone popular. Compared to artists like yourself and so many others back in the days, you guys had to earn to take your spot. Compared to people right now who can just become a star overnight.
Internet trick enough for them, brother, because they're giving sales is not going on no more. You're swapping my sales for likes. You're swapping my sales for views, and you're swapping my sales for streaming. That's stealing. Because you'll get paid for a physical record. Now you're not getting paid for a physical record. So I'm supposed to spend millions of dollars to make my record, to put on Spotify, to sell my record and call it streaming and pay me a little bit of nothing. You see,
what we get for Spotify? $2 and $3 or something, $10?
It's 99 cents on Spotify. And
literally
remember,
nothing.
how much artists would I get out of that? Normally they will sell a song for 99 cents. Now they say streaming is free. And you get X amount, you get 10 cents from streaming and all them stuff. You know, when you do the maths,
basically, artists benefit shit. Artists benefit nothing there.
That's what I'm saying. So when you do the maths, every artist is gonna fight to be on those platforms. Those platforms, they don't have no studio, they don't produce no record, they don't sign no artists. All they do is want our stuff to sell, to fatten their pockets, bro. They're not keeping shows. Shows is where artists eat their food from.
All right, all right.
So as I say, everything is planned and driven. You know what I say? And if you don't have your head on your body, you get caught up in the system as well, bro. You know what
that is so interesting, Dugsy, because let's go back in the 1980s and 1990s. The cartman, the man who the man who have the little cart on the sidewalk or the market side or wherever it is in a week or on a Friday, wherever it is, selling the CDs or selling the cassette and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you think back in those days, music was more appreciated? Do you think back in those days, artists could have definitely have a bread compared to now?
Yes, brother. More artists used to eat food in that time because I said the business itself would accommodate more artists, more show, more producers, more promoters, more money, more everything, more people coming out to shows. Listen, Reggae Sunsplash back in the days, I performing at Reggae Sunsplash, 100,000 people in Jamaica. More than once. Where in Jamaica you're going to find a show now with 100,000 people come out? You don't have that.
If you have 20,000, you probably have a lot.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What you done about 25,000?
They don't care. They don't care about the artists, bro. If they can get 10 artists now for little or nothing, they're good. One time, people pay the artists. People make sure because the artists have what to come out and deliver. And there's so much artists. So the show will be so huge. More fans coming out. If you stop bus 10 artists and start to bus one, what you expect going to happen? Everything around that going to shrink. Because it's going to only accommodate one person. It won't accommodate 10 person or more. So over decades after over decades, I'm coming back. If there's so much artists in Jamaica, bro, why there's not so much big shows again? Why?
Interested. But one of the things, Dugsy Ranks, you speak of a while ago, which is quite interested as well with so many artists, all right? Never making it out there. And we talk about the Spotify and the Apple and etc. and whatnot. Taking the music, sell it for 99 cents, or the artist benefit basically 10 cents. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Masters. How many artists really even own the masters? How many artists are really educated, rather, the ins and outs of this business?
Well, in fact, you don't own your masters because you're not the producer. If you are the producer for your music, you own the masters. You own the percentage of what you do on the masters. So if you are the writer, you would own the rights for your text. You know what I say? You don't own the masters if you're not the producer. The producer owns the masters. That's the only thing the producer makes money from. And the producer will give you your percentage. You claim for your percentage. You claim for your percentage for the artistry. If you're the writer, you claim for your writing and all of that. You claim for whatever you originated. You know what I say? But if you're not the producer, you can't own the masters fully. You cannot. Because the producer spend his money to produce the track. The producer spend his money to promote the track. You know what I say? Artist money comes from stage show. That is why, what I'm going to say is very, very shocking. That is why they sign a lot of Jamaican artists, but they don't give them no tours because they're shutting us down and giving our music to other people, to people who they want to give it to. You know what I say? Me not fight against nobody, but that's the truth,
100,
Reggae
definitely.
and dancehall build a lot of nation music. Listen, if you go in any Caribbean country that you have calypso and soca, it's seasonal. Reggae is always. You know me, I say,
And you're right with that, without cutting
look,
you short,
hold on,
because
look at the Hispanic community. Reggae come identify them with reggaeton. They know they have a music for their own, where they can say, yeah, reggaeton, but it's reggaeton. You know what I mean? All of them music, you see, is even Afrobeat. Dancehall is what inspire Afrobeat out of Africa. It's always been music there, it's always been beat, but Afrobeat, dancehall is what bring out the Afrobeat in music. You know what I mean? I say, and then look at it, all of them try to do to dancehall. They try as if Shabba never do nothing, as if Beanie Man them never do nothing, as if Bounty Killer and Supercat them never do nothing. No, they laid the foundation, Yellow Man, all of them, they laid the foundation for this music that everybody come, take a piece of and call it their
true.
own. And then you want
Yeah,
to
that
show
is
us
so
out?
true.
All right, Drake. Drake is one of the most powerful rappers on earth for the past how much years? He signed Popcorn. Popcorn don't tour. Popcorn still doing shows of his crowd and powers that he has generated. You know what I mean? I said they did the same thing to Gully God. And they parked them and put them on the side. All right, look at Skilly Bang. They signed Skilly Bang. Skilly Bang don't tour. Skilly Bang do normal shows of his powers of music. You understand?
Wow.
They're not touring us,
Wow.
brother. They are not touring us. All they do is sign us distribution deal. You know, when you get them thing, you have to live to get your check in, bro. We need shows. If
You
you
know,
sign me, you have to tour me. Or you're gonna sign me and don't tour me.
yeah, I see what you're saying. You know, it's quite interesting because one of the thing, you know, over the years, you hear a lot of reggae and dancehall artists and stuff always complain about. For example, some of our artists when they go to the Grammys and stuff like that, you know, it's like only per man gonna go up on stage and perform and stuff like that. But when it comes to the dancehall and reggae artists, we always have the last shot. Reason why? They always complain sometimes and say they don't understand us or they don't this and they don't only put back a area and them kind of something like
That's yeah, listen, the people who at the top, they know what's going on, bro. That's just an excuse. If listen, if every nation on this planet, even if they don't speak patois our language, but they can sing our song, that is very powerful. That is very powerful, bro. That is power beyond imagination. And how they look at it, if they don't control this thing and drive it in the direction they want to drive it, we gonna have the power, and that gonna be danger to them.
Wow, powerful, man, powerful, Dugsy. So Dugsy, let's get back to you as an artist. Where was your first international mega show? I mean, where were you perform? Which country did you perform first?
I perform in America the first time. The first time I left Jamaica, I performed in America. It was in Florida, Bicentennial Park. I remember that, 60, 70,000 people. You know what I mean? I say, and back in my time, those were the numbers that came out. You know what I mean? I said more than once in Florida. Florida is where I did most of my performance in the early years before I started doing shows in California. Yeah, but
go on.
60,000 people. Bicentennial Park, C. Smith Park, even in New York, in all of them places, people used to come out. When I say come out, I mean come out in their thousands, And that's from 1994. That was my first overseas show in Miami.
Performing in a large crowd in the United States, in Miami, 70, 80 odd thousand people. What was that moment like for you, man, as a young artist?
That was easy. We've been doing it in Jamaica before we start going overseas.
Reggae
Sunsplash, Sting. Them shows are big shows, brother. Reggae Sunsplash, Sting. From day one, thousands of people. You know what I mean? I say all the shows them in Jamaica, Portland Explosions, all schools jam. Name them all over the island. Big shows are always big. You know what I say? Shows were always big. So coming to America, it was just another piece of the excitement. You know what I say? Enlarging the territory. You know, it was a pleasure for us. And we used to do the hotel scene. So performing for foreigners was easy for us because we already got that practice in Jamaica by going into the hotels to go perform. Because we used to do that.
Right. Right. So apart from the United States, have you visited like Japan? Because you know most artists, Japan is definitely the turf.
Yeah, I haven't been. Most of my shows is like Jamaica, America, Canada, Caribbean. You know, I haven't been to the eastern side of the world yet to perform. I haven't been to England to perform yet. Africa, Japan, Europe. I haven't been to that side. You know, but soon, because I get a lot of. I feel over that side. They mostly said for matured artists. You know what I say?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
So I feel that time is coming up, you know. So I'm just doing my music and just doing what I love. And
where the Caribbean, the Dugsy Ranks went visit actually when I did a show, and you feel you really feel the vibe of the people.
Well, St. Lucia was nice. You know, I went to St. Lucia a couple of years ago, and it's like, remember, my hit song there was, my song came out 1994, and when I went there like about 8, 9 years or 7 years ago, it's like my song just came out. You know me, I say, and that was my first time there. You know, St. Lucia, I went to places like Turks and Caicos, you know me, I say, and Trinidad, no, not Grenada, St. Kitts, yeah, Antigua. Yeah, Caribbean shows are nice. Nah, like the people them show 100% support and appreciation. I know, I feel it every time.
But you know, Dugsy Ranks. Let's get to this big, massive, one of the biggest rhythm that come out from that 1990s decade. Boy, the pepper seed rhythm. I can honestly say to you, the first time I actually heard a pepper seed thing is like, man, I was a man, maybe like around 11 or so back in the days. And you know, that rhythm was huge. I've gone quite a few places across the Caribbean as well, too. Went in the United States as well. And I'm telling you this, that pepper seed rhythm, it's stand out. It have only per song on that pepper seed rhythm, you know, bad mind, no artist or anything of such. Only per song on the pepper seed rhythm. But I'm being honest with you, one of the biggest songs on the pepper seed rhythm, it is from, man, Dugsy Ranks. Dugsy, tell us about when the producer actually brought that rhythm to you, that pepper seed rhythm, and asked you to write that beat. What was that moment like, man?
All right, let me explain. First, before the pepper seed came out, you know, we used to bring out Terra Fabulous, you know, back in the days, because he was our younger brethren, you know, because we were doing so much stage shows on the ground. Most of the younger artists, most of the younger artists, they are our friends. That's why they came back to show their gratitude, you know. So when Terra Fabulous started working with Dave and Madhouse because of Stumpy was the one who brought him over there. So when they start working together, we were all close because we used to go to Arrows every day, same way, and Penthouse to Arrows. So when Fabulous got signed, he had a lot of power. Dave didn't want to record
big artists. Mm-hmm.
because I wasn't a part of Madhouse quote unquote camp. You know, so they was only working with camp artists. But because I was there doing so much work among the artists, you know, I even write songs, help to construct a lot of songs around that era with artists because we were all close friends. You know, so
right.
when that rhythm built off a Fabulous song, you know, you never catch a girl yard, so how she come a chat. That's how the rhythm came about.
Boy, power song, man.
Yeah. So when Fabulous, now remember we always singing lyrics. So I was like, we went for the rhythm. I went with Fabulous when he went to collect that rhythm, and he was playing it in the car while we was coming home. And I said, Fabulous, me have a song for that rhythm we can't fit in now because Wifey was written 3 years before the Pepper Seed rhythm came about. Because we always be penning lyrics and you know me, I said, Ray, because that's what we used to. So that song fit on it. So I was like, yo, Fabulous, hear that song, yeah. Wife, you come out and bush to the bone, and Fabulous like, yo, you have to do that song on the rhythm, yo. So one evening now, I was on my roof, because my roof was one of my favorite spots, you know. The tranquility was where I could meditate. And, you know, my mom came and said, yo, your DJ friend is out there. So when I looked, sorry, it was Terror. Terror said, yo, we're going studio. I was like, huh? No hesitation. Put my shoes on, jump off the roof, studio. When we reached the penthouse, it was shocking to Dave, because Dave never really wanted to record me, because he was saying that he was only concentrating on his artist that was in the camp. You know, Buju, Daddy's crew and them. So Fabulous was very, very persistent. Insist that Dave record this song, because this song is one of the baddest songs, and he already heard it. And Dave was like, boy, we only have one track. And he was like, yo, the man only need one track, brother. You know, and Fabulous was doing his song. He already voiced No Catch a Gal Yard. He was finishing up the other song. Warm if Fabulous, darling.
Big song, man. Big song.
Yeah. And he was like, okay, use the extra track you have to voice Dugsy, and we're gonna run off the track on the next 24 tracks so we could finish up with Brian and Tony Gold. Dave was even reluctant at the time. So he looked at me and said, you ready? I said, yeah, I'm ready. So all right, go around there. And from him start to play the rhythm, and I said, wife yet again? Me at school, if she have a problem, I never stop until the rhythm finish.
Wow.
Yeah, because we practice to do dub plate straight to the plate. So we had practice every day. So when the opportunity came for me to record, I was ready. And it was done straight. That song, no break, no nothing, no breaks. Runaway Train.
Wow.
Yeah. And when I reach in the second verse, while recording the song, when I go to the second verse, woman, you know where you give them donkey lanes, you know, Dave lock off the light and jump up out his seat. I was seeing that through the window. You know what I say? And then after voicing the song and came out, Fabulous said to me, yo, that song gonna be a hit, because I see how Dave was excited. Yeah, right. And that's it. That's how that song.
You know what, Dugsy? It is a hit. So you know what? Let's get into this shit right now, man. Let's get into this right now. Let's get into this. All right. Yeah, people, you're listening to the man Dugsy Ranks, right? On the Friday Night Vibes at UVC Radio, the sound of binds this together. Let's get into this. All right. Vibes! Wife yet again. I tell the people the man Dugsy Ranks out of Kingston, Jamaica. Right at the Friday Night Vibes, goes to the man King Rocco Hd up in the building. Want to say a big shout out to all my listeners right across the globe. Hey. Practical is on the Pepper Seed Rhythm. Big spring to stay up. You the man request me, can't take your lover. It I get loving around the kitchen. Wife honeymoon, she take the plane and go foreign. Me it already. Tell everybody she a get the love, but you get the money. People, y'all remember this from back in 1994. Want to say big shout out to everybody streaming live on Facebook. Everybody. Veteran dancehall artist Dugsy Ranks. Every night me gonna dance down beach. She tough like turbit and her body look beat. Wife every night she hold 8 hours sleep, and in the morning having juice with the egg white beef. Steam fish and okra juice 4 times a week. Looks one speaking. Follow me on girls and sing. Yeah. So when wife come up, I tell people what it nice you gotta play it twice. This is the man Dugsy Ranks. Me And I tell you, people, listen to me, man. I remember back in the days in school, man. Listen to me, man. This was a big, big song. You know what I mean? I want to say big shout out to all our listeners down there in St. Lucia. Comment ça va? Ça quoi c'est? Bonjour. And all our listeners in Haiti. I tell the people, this is the pepper seed rhythm. I tell the people, it will never die. Never, never, never die. You know what they say? The older the wine is, the better it is, isn't it? Rocking them dugsy ranks. I tell the people, wifey. Pick up all the wifey them out there. Big, big song. I tell the people from international dancehall artists, dugsy ranks. Remember the old matey thing, boy? It was a big, big thing back in the days, people.
Yeah, they call them side chick now.
A side chick thing, them call it right now. Listen to the lyrical content. I'll tell you people, authentic dancehall music. Follow us people on Instagram, UBC.radio. Facebook, UBC Radio. Dugsy Rex people.
From beautiful beaches.
Turn up your radio, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Yeah, man, Dugsy Ranks featuring Owen Nibs. It's called Where I'm From.
Out of many say we are one.
Represent where you come from.
All right. Listen to the man, Dugsy Ranks people.
Travel all over this world.
You are rocking with UBC Radio, the sound that binds us together.
Where I'm from, this where Miss Boat come from, yeah. Where I'm from, this where Marcus Garvey come from, yeah. Where I'm from, this where Bonnie Wheeler come from, yeah. Where I'm from, this where Bojo
This music is so true.
I say, Willie, come up with Talawa. This is the land of wood and water.
This is the man, Dugsy Ranks people. Y'all can check him on the YouTube, check him on the Easy Music, Spotify.
Me jumping at the river.
International Jamaican dancehall artist, Dugsy Ranks.
No matter PNP or a labor.
Now listen to him, people. Listen to him, still doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Veteran artists out to the 1980s and 1990s and still doing his thing in 2023.
This where Paul Bogle come from, yeah. Where I'm from, this where Skill Cole come from, yeah. Where I'm from,
They're famous people.
Come from, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me drop some knowledge on the people.
Jamaica we love, Jamaica we love, yeah.
Dugsy, tell us about this It's After It's. What inspired you to keep on doing this big It's After It's over the years?
Well, it's simple, you know, the music and the love of the music. You know, because music never failed me. You know, even when people fail and forsake you, music never. You know, it's always been our refuge. It's like God sent it personally to who want to use it. So
wow.
It's just it. That's our refuge, bro. You know, that's the weapon of choice we use to bring us out of poverty to drive us to success. You know, that was our weapon of choice. So for me it's simple. It's just this God-given thing named music is a weapon of choice that we use. You know, because we could turn out different, we could not be here today. But just because we chose music, we are here today. And I'm so grateful, 100%. So no matter what other businesses I do, I don't leave the music out. The music is still at the forefront. You know, so if you see me have a boat, I'm just an investor. I will hire the fisherman, but I will always be a musician.
All right. You know what? Let's get into this next track from you, bro. Let's get into the next track. All right.
Yeah.
Dugsy Ranks, people listen to authentic dancehall music.
Hey!
Never feel like.
Corey from West Palm Beach.
People, Dugsy Ranks. International dancehall reggae artists. But Jaja never feel like.
Never.
In the good time or the bad time, I'm still there.
I'm navigating this one to the king, me love the king. He let me know me can sing. Try my best so you love the king in everything I'm doing. So you're the king. Love is all I bring. When it's hard, you're the king. I wanna be easiest thing. Me you're the king. For rising I up this morning. I got my arms on my chalice and my Bible and sing. Thank him for everything. Jaja never fail I. Put on in a ship, said Dugsy ranking sail I. Him from the waters prevail I. Give I dominion over all things. And him say
music on the tell people on YouTube, these are music and Apple Music. Dugsy Ranks.
And him say, make me hail him, cause him are the highest, hail him. No, I can't just hail him. Oh, me hail him. People make me hail him, cause him are the most high, hail him. Evil can't try, hail him. He love the most high, come here a bit.
Music up.
Listen to him, people still doing his thing. Hey! Everybody who believe in a God.
Yeah, man, give thanks alive. Greatest.
Thanks alive for the giver of life.
This morning, Jalove and adoring. Meditate upon the most high gangster can't boring. Pure lover will be pouring.
UBC Radio.
Blood them storing, black woman never glowing. River Nile will always be flowing. Youths, never just spoil the child, never you kill for Kyle. All better on the side, solid foundation. No boat flooring, Jah rise I up this morning. I give thanks this morning. Charlie.
Authentic dancehall reggae music, people, for the man Dugsy Ranks.
This morning, Jah rise I up this morning. Give thanks this morning. Charlie, so when me bless.
Everybody who grateful for life.
Babylon this morning. Hey, never you leave Almighty out of your life. Step aside, step aside, step aside. Jah and me Sheila and the devil no collide. Step aside, step aside, step aside. Set for me slide, Almighty Jah, you make me glide. Step aside, step aside, step aside. Hold up your head and you man be bonafide, be bonafide, be bonafide.
Positive words for the man Dugsy Ranks that tell you people.
I give thanks this morning. Chalice away me blaze this morning.
There are 2 mixes to that song. I'm gonna send you the next mix.
Yeah, man. Positive vibration.
Every time.
Burn down Babylon this morning. Automatic pistol, remote controller. These days they wanna lift my soul up. No luck, them turn into King Cobra. But hold up, you can't kill the King Soldier. Colder than a boulder in Colorado, with 2 holsters like true desperados. The head honcho want me dead like Pancho and Tanto and Fronto. Some killer dogs around kin me name. I live for 45 and 69. This the program running a big risk, and a bump tune them get just.
See ranks people.
Killer dudes around kin me name. I live a 45 bump tune lane. This the program running a big risk. Glad to believe. Well, all cause pump free, I don't know which part me live. So that the man them cold like them live in a fridge. If you come to one, well, I know you're manage. Them dead from the touch.
Vibes! Turn up! Turn up!
Fire!
Hey! This is Teflon, the young kid, and you're tuning into UVC Radio. One love.
Who driving fancy car, paying me to be slick. You vote for him today, tomorrow you'll get.
Very powerful one, this, you know? Burn them politicians down to the ground. Dogs Ranks featuring King Bantan. Burn them down.
Burn them. The top people in the man dusty ranks. Burn them down, burn them down, burn on the Babylon bridges and the walls.
Too long they came with the same old trick. The same old trick, I'm talking about politics. Many people don't know that it's politics. And still a lot of people just fall for it. It's time you realize and to its benefit. It's just a rich man who live up on the hill, who driving fancy car, claiming to be slick. You vote for him.
I want to YouTube people, Apple Music, Duxy Ranks.
Ooh, fire, I go burn them down. Ooh, fire, I go burn them down. Ooh, fire, I go burn them down. Yes. Ooh, fire, I go burn them down.
When King Bantan, me see them up here on the sidewalk on the road, one fix. I see them a campaign and with them load of tricks. And in the ghetto can't afford no knocks, no nicks. Me tell them we pull the zinc fence down, replace it with bricks. The teachers and the nurses are complaining about it. The police and the soldiers say the barracks won't fix. And hospital and school and even have a toilet. And still some are put up finger and some are clench fist.
Election time.
Election time, they're looking vote.
Now the ghetto trying to get your support.
Uplifting reggae music people for the man Duxy Ranks.
On the day that they win election, you never see they come around until the next one. But Jaja, I gon' mash up them plan, yes. So, whoa, fire, I go burn them. Whoa, fire, I go burn them down. Fire, I go burn them down. Yes.
More people are walk them in a jeep. And when them in election jeep pass so fast we can't even see it. And when the opposition time to speak, and if they win the election, and the same thing repeat.
This shit, man, I love this song. I love this song, people.
Real reality.
Rich potato, yellow yam skeleton, and tomato.
Fire, I go burn them down.
Fire, I go burn them down.
I said
vets now. Representing for your Rocco and the UBC radio. Shubo to the tune the Rocco.
Well, King Rocco are the baddest DJ upon the planet. And you're tuning to the Friday Night Vibes. Let's see it. Cheers!
Yeah, me listen to King Rocco. You play the tune up on the radio, make them like it. And some boy out the road will amplify it. Them jack bombs and set chat King Rocco sighted car. Them got to tell them slash here, the almighty.
Yeah, people, what is this? You gotta play it twice, people. I love this song, man. I love it.
Yeah, man. It's real. This song is a one real song.
Bridges down. Yeah, man. What about our corruption? What people do is we burn them out.
Many people don't know that it's politics.
Dugsy rap. The artist
Time you realize and so it's benefit. It's just a rich man who live up on the hill. Who driving fancy car, claiming to be slick. You vote for him today, tomorrow you'll get a small dish. Whoa, fire I go burn them down. Whoa, fire I go burn them down. Whoa, fire I go burn them down. Yes. Whoa, fire I go burn them down.
When King Band come, you see them up in the sidewalk on the road won't fix. And see them a campaign and with them load of tricks. And
You see the politician and people that tell you what they want you to know, right?
the teachers and
The lead you where you want them, where they want you to go.
Some of the time, but you can't fool the people all the time. Listen to the artist.
Election time, they're looking out. They're walking out the ghetto trying to get your support. Promise to fix the road, promise to give you house and land. But on the day that they win election, you never see they come around until the next one. But judge.
It's time for wise up, black people. It's time for wise up.
Fire, I go burn them.
Too much war on crime, too much segregation among people.
Fire, I go burn them down.
The politicians them come to divide and conquer black people.
Fire.
They come to separate us. Time for us to wise up. Open up your eyes and mind, black people.
and when them in election,
Listen to the Dugsy rocks.
and when the opposition time to speak, and if they win election, and the same thing repeat. And one of them said they plant cassava alone can run Jamaica. What happened to the Irish potato, yellow yam scallion, and tomato?
Go back to the days I tell you people, where we live in love and tranquility.
Fire, I go burn them down.
Segregation, we're tired of it.
Fire, I
I go burn them down.
yes. Fire, I go burn them down.
You can rock to this, yo, you can rock to this reggae song, you know what I mean? Beautiful song for the man Dugsy rocks.
Many people don't know that it's politics, and still a lot of people just fall for it. It's time you realize, and so it's benefit. It's just a rich man who live up on a hill, who driving fancy car, claiming to be slick. You vote for him today, tomorrow you'll get the smallest. Hey, whoa, fire, I go burn them down. Whoa,
What song I tell you people, beautiful song.
them down.
Good job, but check it out on YouTube, people. Check it out.
Fire, I go burn them down. Yes. Fire, I go burn them down.
When King Bang come, me see them up in the sidewalk on the road won't fix. And see them a campaign and with them load of tricks. And in the ghetto can't afford no knocks, no nicks. Me tell them we pull the zinc and stone, replace it with bricks. The teachers and the nurses have complained about it. The police and the soldiers say the barracks won't fix. And hospital and school they even have a toilet. And still some a put up finger and some a clip fist.
Fire, I go burn them down.
Wow, Dugsy Rex, tell us the mess behind that song, man. Beautiful
Yeah, man.
work, man.
And it's all true, brother, because we see them a paint the sidewalk, but the road still want to fix. And they all campaigning with a load of tricks. Hospital and school don't have a toilet. The teachers and the nurses complaining about it. Even the soldiers at the barracks need to fix.
But there's a particular line that caught me in that song, man. I mean, one line in the song, I think if my memory serves me right just now, basically talking about the politician them want to give people thing and it speaks something about the sewerage, the sewerage. Oh,
Yeah,
basically like want to give people and fool them.
yeah, man, they're always trying to trick us, bro. That me I tell you, they divide and rule. If they keep us divided, it's easier for us to be conquered, you know. So, you know, we just have to just know what we want, you know. Politicians, they work for us. When we vote, we gave them a job. So if you don't do your job, we won't vote again. And we vote for policies for you to upload our policies and lead. You know what I mean? I say, so lead the people properly. You know, don't just fatten your pockets. Lead the people properly.
Yes. Dr. Ranks, before we even come to the end of this interview and stuff like that, what is in the pipeline for Duxy Ranks?
Well, even now, as you see, I'm traveling right now, as you can see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I say, because this time of year is my time of year to do my shows. You know, for the past 15 years, I've been doing Dugsy Ranks live in concert. And it's very nice, you know. So most of these people that I work for now, it's people that I've been working with over the years. So it's like year-to-year shows, you know, and it's I go where I'm treated like how I want to be treated. I will go there a lot of times. I'm not trying to force myself to somewhere where I'm not treated like how I'm supposed to. So if Rocco book me and I come to Rocco show and I am comfortable, he can book me for years over and over and over. You know what I mean? I say that's how I do it. You know, I don't really get into the complicated stuff. You know what I mean? So now I'm booked for a lot of shows right now, from now right until up till December in America. So I'll be in and out of America. But right now I'm in Orlando. Just landed in Orlando. My connected flight is in the morning, so I move on to LA, and then I move on to Sacramento, and then Oakland, and then after Oakland I go to Jacksonville.
Wow.
And, other shows pending, you know. So it's my movement time now. Right now I'm on the move. I'm in the airport right now.
Yeah, I can see that. Wow, that's beautiful, man. Definitely wouldn't wish you a safe journey to your destination. But where a person can find Dugsy Ranks music?
Any social media, any musical platform, Spotify. If you need to buy Dugsy Ranks music, you can go to Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, any digital media. You know what I mean? So if you want to see promotion and stuff with Dugsy Ranks, you can just, YouTube and all of that. You know what I mean? I say I'm accessible on Facebook, IG. I speak to my fans directly because I know that is important. It's important to me and it's important to them to know that the artist himself, they can send me a message and I will interact with them because they are the persons who make me who I am. So I'm not going to ignore them. I will never ignore them. Yeah, I will never ignore them. So I try to answer. My social media is my office. So once you link me on my office, at some point in time, I will answer.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but man, you know what, Dugsy? Go Facebook, any one of them, one Dugsy Ranks. Dugsy Ranks are easy to find.
You were born what? What is your birth name?
Romeo Hines. Yeah.
Romeo Hines. Where does the name Dugsy Ranks came from? Was it origin? Well,
it came from my grandmother, my grandmother. And that's one of the questions every interviewer asks me. And yeah, I love my grandmother so much because she's one of my biggest inspiration too. But I never get the chance to ask her why she called me that. You know what I mean? I said she Dugo, Dugsy. And all of my friends, they naturally call me Dugo. I never asked them to call me that. So I was saying to myself, try to figure out, because my grandma passed away a long time. I was figuring out, I said, probably she called me Dugo because she know I was going to do good, and do stuff. So, yeah, you know what I said? Yeah, man, so Dugsy. Dugsy doing it right.
That is beautiful. You know what, Dugsy, definitely want to big up veteran dancehall reggae artist Carl Meeks, you know, to making the connection, to making this interview possible.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Carl, big up yourself, man. Big up the old North Carolina.
Carl Meeks is one of our big brothers, bro. Real veteran, real icon, living legend. We won't forget that. Because we won't allow nobody to rub out the status that our artists and our people have made and printed on the land. So big up to the singer, living legend. Dugsy Ranks every time. T-boom.
Yeah, man, Carl. Big up yourself. Appreciate the strength, man, Carl Meeks, you know. Yeah, man, real Ari brethren, you know what I mean? So big up yourself, Carl. So Dugsy Ranks, there's anybody out there you would like to shout out before we wrap up?
Well, I like to shout out my parents, my grandparents, you know, my immediate family, my kids. You know me, I say everybody. I would like to shout out to all of the people who take time out to listen Dugsy Ranks.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
my
man.
interviews, my music, and a special thanks to all the people who supported my music, because you are the people who keep me afloat. You are the people who turn me into a star.
Wow, yeah.
It's always a special thanks to them. I would like to send a thanks to the first set of people who identified me as an artist. Portmore people, Waterford, Portmore, St. Catherine, Jamaica. You know, because they are the one who said, yes, you can do it. You have it. Keep on doing it. Don't go to no badness. Don't go to no gun. Don't go to no wrongdoing. Keep doing this, because this is what we see you doing. So I'd like to thank all these people, every disc jockey, every sound man, every radio station, every entertainment entity. Special thanks from Dugsy Ranks, from the heart, the mind, and the soul.
Real thing, Dugsy. But we got two more things here for you right now, man. First of all, before we even wrap up the interview, you can't leave the studio. You can't leave us here without you giving us a little acapella.
There's so much lyrics floating around now. Okay, wow. Right now, I will just make it known official. Say Dugsy Ranks is in the building. Every day them conspire. Try chop you in the brain entire. Bad mind sucking up the blood of the innocent. I want to be the equivalent of Haile Selassie and heal the emperor. Every youth be equipped, that's my desire. When them see me burn them fire, try learn up higher. That is the reason why me there for. Youths obey your parents and the elders and the farmers and the welders. If you can't beat the book, go learn a trade. If you cannot be a biologist or a psychologist, at least learn to use a band-aid. See man rise from the prison to the president, heal up the resident till the ancient of days. Then just look out for the destruction. Then come in many fractions. Selassie, I remember me days. So me just be where the whites and the Indian do. Me see the race of the Chinaman too. So me just protect my bloodline, draw me borderline, contamination for flow. Remember collective security, oh yes, for surety, experience of how I grew. So in a me going in, a me going out, the most I protect me route, because every day them conspire, try chop you in the brain entire, vampire sucking up the blood of the innocent.
Wow, loud.
Yeah, man, I want to tell you, say, you know, say, you see that wifey song? I have lines in it that people don't hear unless they come to my show.
Man, I hope one of them days you have to end up in a Dugsy Ranks show.
Yeah, man, for real, man. Anybody who comes to my show or know, they know that Dugsy Ranks, we do lyrics in overdrive. You will never see on a 45. You know, we because we are that type of artist, lyricist, lyrical. We really go hard when it comes to lyrics. You know, because we know that's the most important part, the lyrics.
I feel you, my man. I feel you. But Dugsy, any young upcoming cats in this business, you know what I'm saying? Any upcoming artists want to make a name out there, want to set the authority out there. leave a landmark out there, want to make a name for themselves out there, what will be your advice to that young upcoming artist who don't know the ins and outs of this?
Practice hard. From every fiber of your being, if this is what you want to do. Practice. It's no rocket science, because if music choose you, the only way you don't make it unless you don't practice. If you know music choose you in your heart and you practice, there's nothing can stop you. Nothing at all can stop you. You know, it's because perfection comes through practice. And when you practice, you will teach yourself along the way, and yourself will bring out the best of you.
True,
you know what I mean? So practice is one of the most important. We call it rehearsal, but practice, rehearsal, practice bring perfect. You know what I say? And while practicing, that will open all the doors, open your eyes, and you'll see everything. It don't matter what, I could tell you 2 and 2 make 3. And when you go there, you're gonna see say 2 and 1 make 3 because you practice.
So listen, so definitely you need to study it, think for yourself.
Yeah.
Just don't sit down and listen
when you
what
practice,
people say.
everything comes together. If they listen to the King Bob Marley interview, Bob Marley talk about practice. He said the rehearsal is the show before the show. So if you don't rehearse, you don't have no show. So practice, rehearse yourself, and everything will fall into place. There's no rocket science to it, brethren. There's no physics, no chemistry, no biology, no mathematics, no English if you don't practice. It's an art. You have to practice. That's how you perfect it. And once you start perfect it, the world will see it. And when the world see it, they will start come at your foot for it. You know, because the medicine is there. Yeah.
Definitely. Dugsy Ranks, brother, you know what? It's been a pleasure working with you this evening, man. And you know what I'm saying? I wish you all the best in your musical career. Keep on putting in the great music that you have been giving us over the years. And, you know, we want to wish you a definitely safe trip to California. You know what? Appreciate you, brother, and much love. And we're definitely going to keep pushing the Dugsy Ranks vibes, keep pushing the legacy. And we're definitely going to connect, my man. Yeah, man, respect, my G. So you know what, people? You've been listening to the man.
And thank you, bro, for giving me this platform so I could express myself. That's one of the most powerful things, bro.
Well, Dugsy, listen, this is what we're here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're here to basically, you know, put whatever is under the carpet on the outside, because, you know, a lot of time, for some disc jock in radio and stuff like, they are so very selective. Let me tell you something right now before we wrap up. I'm one of the guys, you know what I'm saying? I call it spade to spade. I call it the way I see it. I'm not one of them going to sugarcoat shit and just let and try and fool people, you know what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons I give you the platform and to say to you, you know, just say what you got to say, my man, because a lot of way right now, we sugarcoating, and the reason why we sugarcoating, because you know what? We kiss a lot of ass. And I ain't not kind of
with the agenda. The ones who sugarcoat stuff, they work with the agenda.
Yeah. I ain't sugarcoating shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't kiss asses, you know what I'm saying? I stand for what I believe, and I believe for what I stand, you know what I'm saying? So we're definitely gonna keep on pushing the legacy, Dugsy, and appreciate you and much love, my brother. All right, people, we're gonna leave the studio right now with the classical hits on the man, Dugsy Ranks, rather. Let's get into this.
Salute.
Sir, when wifey come out, them bush to the bone, them no worry about man come. Sir, when wife sweet the FYP, steam fish and upper choose 4 times a week. True wifey know say that act is a week. Well after you well groomed and well discreet, keep her purple tidy and neat. Cause I get the man obviously. Wifey come out, them bush to the bone, them no worry about man cause them off with them own. She in and that she keep from again. Wifey come out, them bush to the bone. Them no worry about man cause them off with them own. Matey come out and I go like she a kiss me next she in and that she keep from. Wifey a winner, big spirit a stay up. You demand request, mate can't take your lover. Mate I get loving around the kitchen. Wife on him, she take the plane and go foreign. Mate in already, tell everybody. She a get in love but you get the money. Wife exquisite, everything you have it. No worry.
that Dugsy Ranks, people. Check him on the YouTube, Instagram. Check him on the Deezer Music, Apple Music. Have to info over the years.